Hello engineers, my name is Splattercaster. Today, I've just got a little creation of mine for you to feast your eyes on. This is the EasyHab, reminiscent of Star Citizen. Here we are inside an NPC trade zone, and we are on the server CA number 1, key and official. So if you'd like to see this creation, you can hop into this server and feast your eyes on it yourself. It's padlocked to the station. That's a little bit of a trade secret there, so I'm not going to discuss that in depth in this video. That's for another video. Anyways, this EasyHab is a public base for anyone to use. It is primarily powered with solar panels and gets its oxygen from these oxygen farms. However, it also has an admin capability to add uranium and ice to help power the darn thing. Anyways, come through the airlock here, the automatic airlock. It's a real simple design for airlocks. It's just two vents, one set to depressurize and the other one set to pressurize, and it sucks. It's constantly sucking all the air out of the airlock, and then you have a timer block that just is constantly closing the doors. So yeah, you do gotta kind of fight the doors sometimes because they're always trying to close on you, but it works great other than that. So we've got a medical room here set to public, so you can respawn here if you want. We've got this here button that turns off the medical room. That turns it off. Now there's a timer that will automatically turn this medical room back on after 1 minute. That timer will also close all the doors, not including the airlocks. So make our way down here, and we've got 8 little HAB units here. This rotor is something we'll discuss here in a second. So here's your typical HAB unit. It's got a bathroom, shower, it's got a nice little table. We've got a kitchen, a bar, and a bed, and a clock. Can't forget the clock. So the bed, you just sit in here, and you will, in theory, remain here indefinitely, as long as you have oxygen. So we'll talk about the oxygen system here as well. So that's your typical HAB unit. Again, there are 8 of those, so it can house 8 engineers. Back here in the utility area, we've got a refinery that is yield upgraded, that is set to public. We've got a number of public cargo containers here, and we've got 2 assemblers with power reduction units equipped. Those are also public, so anybody can use the space. They can sleep here, they can enter and exit, they can use the medical room, and they can use these factory blocks back here. We've also got dispensers and ATMs. So, a few other notes. The oxygen system is set to only turn on in certain intervals for a short period of time, just to help with oxygen griefing, so to speak. We've got this rotor. Now, this rotor is kind of an interesting contraption of mine. Since this is a public base on an official server and it is open for anyone to use, I am curious about how many people actually end up using it. So what I have designed here with this rotor is a counter. This system will automatically count the number of players that are within detection range of this sensor. This sensor is basically set to the entire interior space of this building here. And when that sensor detects a player, it will activate a series of timer blocks. So basically it will turn this rotor on for exactly 1 second. The rotor's speed is set to 0.1667. That is the magic value, and that will basically turn 1 degree per detection of the sensor. So when a player walks in here, the rotor turns on for 1 second and then turns back off, and it will move 1 degree during that time. And what that does is just count the number of players. So when I am curious to see how many people have used this, I just go to the rotor counter, and this angle will tell me how many people. That will be the number of people. And of course, it doesn't discern between different players or anything like that. You can enter and exit, and it will just keep counting. But it's just basically a generic little counter to see how much use this thing's getting. And here are the other values there. This is set to just be really quick, so it just instantly clicks in place and it instantly stops. And the velocity, this is the crucial one, is 0.1667. So if you're doing something like this, that is the number. Anyways, that's really it. This is just a public little unit for people to use. And if If you're starting off on a server like this for the first time, this would probably be a bit of a speed boost to you. You could just go out here and, you know, mine some rocks and bring them back and throw them into the refinery there and build yourself a ship. Of course, you'd have to do all your building outside the safe zone, and there might be other players nearby too. So it's not entirely without pitfalls, but that's the story there. It's available for everyone to use, and it might speed up your progress a little bit. We'll see. Maybe some people will actually end up using it. Maybe not. It's basically just a social experiment. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching.